everyone, it's me, Barb, and I'm here with that updated Get Rich Quick guide that I promised you all quite a while back. I figure it's about time we get to it. So if you can't guess, we are going to be doing something with pumpkins, but first we have to get there, because to actually get rich quick, our main goal is going to be to get that initial 27,000 that we need to buy a full stack of 99 pumpkins, and then you're just going to see your money multiply. So you may be asking, well, how am I going to get that 27,000 to buy these pumpkins, and why do I want to buy these pumpkins? So what you're going to find is that early game money is relatively easy so long as you start farming. I recommend that we start with carrots. So let's go check that out real quick for carrots. We're just going to teleport on down to the meadow. Carrots are at Goofy's stall in the meadow. And what we want to do is we want to just buy a big stack of these. So get some initial money together and come here, and you're going to start out by buying the biggest stack of carrots that you can. So a stack of 99 carrots is only 990 money. So let's say you buy 2 stacks of carrots. You're looking at just a little under 2 grand, which is pretty easy to get early game. So you're going to do that. You're going to buy your carrots. You're going to sell your carrots. And that's going to be quick, easy profit, because I'll show you here. If you go into your collection tab and you go down to ingredients, go to carrots, they only take 15 minutes to grow, and they sell for 44 coins. So that is going to give you a nice easy boost on your money in the beginning. That's going to help you get ready for the next step. And the next step is we're going to move on to okra. So to get okra, you're going to have unlocked the glade. So we could teleport, but it's literally just right down here. So let's just run on down to the glade. So once you have some of that early carrot money, my next one that I recommend grabbing is okra. And I recommend grabbing at least a stack of 100. If you can't get that much, you can do less and work your way up. Or if you can get more, do 200, right? So it's 135 each. So it's 13.3k for a stack of okra. It grows in 2 hours. The other thing I like about okra is you only have to water it once, just like carrots. And you're going to get a good amount of profit, because that's you buy each seed for 135. But if we go in here, back to our collection tab, and go back to ingredients, you can see a harvest of okra gives 3 okra per 1 seed, and that gives 114 per. So you're looking at, what, 342, and you only spent 135 per. So that's going to start multiplying your money. And the main thing you want to think about when you are getting these seeds is how much profit per plot am I going to get? And is it going to fit my playtime? Because some of you might like canola, but you have to water this more than once. I'm not sure if it's 2 times, 3 times, whatever. It was too much watering for me. So definitely stick with what's going to work best for you, but canola is a great profit per. But I tend to like to go carrots, get that initial seed money going, right? So you can then move on to okra. And after you do a couple harvests of okra, you're going to find you have a good amount of money. And then we're going to move on up to the Forbidden Forest, Forgotten Lands. I want to call it the Forbidden Forest, guys. So once we get that money, we're going to go up here and we are going to get our several stacks, if we can, of pumpkin seeds. And the only downside of pumpkin seeds is you do have to water them twice. So once at initial planting, and then once at the 2-hour mark. But it's just such massive profit per pumpkin. So we go into collection, back to ingredients. Each pumpkin sells for 664 money, right? So if you're going to be playing, and you're going to be playing for 2 hours, just water at the beginning, water them before you quit playing, leave your game running so they can finish growing, and then harvest them later, and you just made a metric ton of money. I got up to roughly 6 million doing this. I just spammed farming pumpkins for a couple days. I currently only have roughly 2.7 million money because I've been buying everything in Scrooge's every day. But it is a super easy way to make money. And you can multiply this money further by cooking. Now, it takes a lot of effort to do cooking, so if you're just going to be sitting watching TV and you've got this on your Steam Deck or your Nintendo Switch, something portable, where you're going to be okay just sitting there spamming some recipes, you can autofill. Pumpkin puffs are the best profit per pumpkin recipe. So pumpkin puffs, and we autofill it. You can see it takes eggs and a cheese, so it does take 400 money going in, and then the pumpkin, and then you cook it. But the great thing about pumpkin puffs is you can autofill. Now, the quickest recipe that you can do is, oh, where'd it go? It's the grilled veggie platter, but we want to use all pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot autofill. But a grilled veggie platter with 5 pumpkins is much quicker than cooking 5 individual pumpkin puffs. So let's go into our inventory and see what these sell for. So the pumpkin puff sells for 1,489. You have to account for, my apologies, my notifications are still on, gotta turn that off. So pumpkin puffs, you have to account for subtracting out the 664 plus the 400 that you have in Remy ingredients, right? But you would still have the profit from selling that pumpkin, so you get 1,489 for each pumpkin puff you sell. But each veggie platter, you get 4,115. And you do have to keep in mind you could have sold each individual pumpkin for the 600 and I believe 64. Yep, 664. But by doing the grilled veggie platters with the 5 pumpkins, you have 5 times less cooking. So my final recommendation on this is just farm the pumpkins. Sitting there and spamming the cooking is all well and good. If you're going to cook, I recommend doing the pumpkin puffs because they are the most profit per. But that is mind-numbing and you're going to really hate it. So unless you're just into mind-numbing repetitiveness, then go for the cooking. It does multiply your money much more quickly. But realistically, you're going to get all the money you need from farming pumpkins. And it's just much easier. So if you feel like it, definitely cook yourself some pumpkin puffs or the 5 pumpkin veggie platters. Your highest profit per will always be those pumpkin puffs unless they patch something going forward. But just come in game, do your carrots, get enough money to start doing okra as soon as you unlocked the glade. And then as soon as you have unlocked the Forgotten Lands, sorry, I keep trying to call it Forbidden Forest, guys, come up here and grab yourself a stack of 99 pumpkins, or if you can, grab yourself 200 pumpkins, get them going. If you can eventually get yourself to where you feel comfortable just farming a plot of 400 pumpkins, do it. It's just so much easy money, and it will multiply, and all of a sudden you'll be looking at your wallet and you're like, wow, how did I have 6 million money just laying here from farming? So I hope this was useful. There are definitely other crops that you can use to get rich in this game, but racing to pumpkins as quickly as you can is going to multiply your profit far quickly than just spamming carrots. Okra is good if you're only going to be playing 2 hours, you don't want to water twice. It is a very similar profit margin on okra. So if you want to just stick with okra, that was my original jam. I took okra up to probably, I think it was 700,000 before I really got into pumpkins. But then once you get into pumpkins, it just feels good to see that large amount of money coming in. So I hope this was useful. I would definitely recommend that simple path of doing carrots until you get to the glade, then farming okra until you can unlock the Forgotten Lands, and then just farm the ever-living you-know-what out of pumpkins, and next thing you know, you will be richer than Scrooge. So I hope this very simple guide was useful for you, and if it was, please like, subscribe, and if you turn on notifications, YouTube will probably tell you when I post videos or even when I go live for live streams, which are a ton of fun. So thank you guys for sticking around, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.